Hello everyone, this is Agony333. And today's movie review is going to be over the film Drive, which is from 2011. It's rated R. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes. It is action drama, and it is fucking awesome. I don't give a shit what anybody else says. I think it's awesome. I'm only saying that because, at least for me, like, when I remember watching this and everything, and then checking out some videos, reviews, and stuff, because I like to do that. And I like to hear other viewpoints, other things like that. But one thing I thought I would mention is a critique and stuff. So I'm kind of joking around. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion and all that. Personally, though, I thought that this film is a great one. But here's one thing I will get out of the way. If you're looking for a film like The Fast and the Furious or something that's like really, really action-packed, this one's not going to be for you. This is the kind of film that's more of a slow burn, slow-paced kind of film, but with a cool story, some cool vibes there. And the moments that are action-packed, well, not action-packed, but that have that action there are fucking awesome. But this is what I'll start, I guess, with a summary, like I should. It's pretty much about a driver who's like a stunt driver by day and a getaway driver by night, pretty much. Until he ends up meeting this girl, and pretty much her husband, who gets out of prison, is in all sorts of terrible shit. And when he tries to be like a good Samaritan, whatever, and try to kind of help him out of those issues, things just spiral out of control and end up getting, fucked up like they tend to do in these films. But this is what, oh shit, I forgot to mark something there, so I'll skip that part. But this is what I'll say. There's lots of really good actors here. Ron Perlman's one. I mean, he was awesome in Hellboy, and he's awesome as fucking Fallout as the voice actor, you know, voiceover and shit in Fallout. He's fucking awesome as hell. As well as many other roles I'm trying to think of. I mean, Sons of Anarchy. And there's this, like, other film I'm trying, like, I don't know if I know the name of it, but it's like an old sci-fi film, a film I've seen on the Sci-Fi Channel and stuff. I mean, he's always been in some awesome films. But then there's Ryan Gosling, which he's fucking awesome too. As well as Bryan Cranston, which from Breaking Bad and everything else. Badass actor also. So there's lots of great acting in here. And then the other thing I put is a really great soundtrack, awesome vibes. And it really gives, like, you know, me the vibe of kind of like Vice City. As well as Hotline Miami, which I did a playthrough of that. To be honest, it's not a playthrough that I'm very fond of. I don't really think it's all that great of a Let's Play. But if you like Hotline Miami or you want to check that out, maybe consider it if you'd like to. But I kind of got repetitive in that fucking Let's Play. But to me, this is almost like a Hotline Miami movie. And as it turned out when I was looking through trivia, it turns out that this movie actually inspired the game, which is fucking awesome. Because, the game is badass, Hotline Miami, and this movie's badass too. And another thing I thought I would also mention is that this is another case of a movie that was also a book beforehand. I've never read the book, but I'm assuming it'd be fucking awesome just like this film is. And another thing is, for anyone who has watched this or intends to and you end up liking it, if you want to see any more, there is a sequel to that book, which is called Driven. So I don't know anything really about that. I don't know, how that would be and everything, but I'm assuming it's also awesome. So there's, Drive the book as well as the book Driven to check out. Let me look here and see what else before fucking spoiler time. Okay, I'll get into that critique, I guess. One critique that I remember hearing on reviews and other things and some people that I've talked to about the film is that a lot of people think there's not really enough talking from the main character, from Ryan Gosling's character, the driver. They don't really ever give him a name. But a lot of people don't really feel like there's not enough dialogue there. There's too many moments of silence. But to me, whereas others feel like that's a critique, to me, I don't feel like that's a critique. To me, I don't really feel like the film needs it, and this film's just fine as it is. So that's just me personally. I thought this film was great, even with that. And to me, this is kind of a unique character and a unique role and stuff. So, as well as I also put here, to me, there's like aspects of the story that are kind of told in those silent moments in a way, which I'll get to more in spoilers. There's a couple things. There's in-depth analysis videos I think you can check out here on YouTube that would do a much better job than I'm trying to do here. But that's just another, food for thought kind of thing, whatever you want to say. if you like this movie, there's like cool in-depth analysis videos where they go into all these cool details and break down certain moments and stuff I've watched before. And it really kind of adds more to the film even than what it already was. Because, you know, initially when I watched it, obviously I didn't see all those videos. And I initially thought it was great as fuck. But then when I saw, you know, all those analysis videos and other things and really looked in more into it, I even liked it more. So there's that too. But let me see. Yeah, I already mentioned it's not a car chase movie, really. I mean, there's car chases in this, but don't watch this if you're wanting Fast and Furious. You know, it's not going to have tons of huge action scenes and shit. But here's one trivia thing I put down that I thought was really interesting. And as it turns out, Ryan Gosling actually restored the car that he drives in this movie. He actually restored that himself for the role, which is pretty cool as hell. So he obviously knows what he's doing with vehicles, unlike my fucking stupid ass. I don't know shit about vehicles. I know very seldom, very minimal shit when it comes to vehicles. But okay, I believe that that's pretty much everything I can mention before those spoilers. So, for anybody who wants to watch this great fucking film that in a way to me seems kind of underrated, peace out. And for anybody who's already watched this film or doesn't really intend to, but maybe wants to hear some extra thoughts, let's do this shit! Alright, so, let me see, okay. Here's one. So, the thing that I liked about, like, the beginning getaway scene is it's a really tense one, but to me it was like a different kind of tense chase scene. It feels like more realistic. It's not so action-packed. It's more like a slow-paced, like, thinking, methodical kind of thing. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, for instance, when I reviewed The Transporter and when I'm talking about other films like Fast and Furious and whatever, you know, even The Italian Job, that's a good movie. Like, all those movies, there's like these fast-paced, fucking crazy, awesome car chases, which are always cool as fuck. But, at least to me, it's seldom where you see one that's done like the first one here, where it's not so fast-paced, and it's kind of just, even though it's a slow-paced kind of thing where they're, you know, going through and trying not to get caught and stuff, it still has that intense feel to it. Because, you know, I don't know, it's got that, it works. So, I just thought that was cool how it was kind of a different kind of getaway thing. Let me see here. Okay, I have to save this one for like at the end of these spoilers. Okay, I'll get into aspects of the story told with silence. I mean, this might be kind of up for interpretation in a way. But I mean, for instance, aspects of the story told in silence. Like, for instance, at the party when that one guy comes home. At least to me, like, what it would refer to when it's like has this kind of like moment of silence and you see the girl that he meets, you see her sitting there kind of in silence, kind of staring off, and then it cuts to him kind of staring off and everything. There's a lot of moments like that, and to me, those moments kind of signify maybe thinking about each other and stuff, because you can tell there's like this romance kind of thing going on in this film. And so that's at least what I'm talking about, is like, that's only one example. Like I said, there's in-depth analysis videos that like go over many other examples of like explaining kind of the intent for different moments and stuff. And that's what I think is cool, is like, you know, it doesn't need dialogue to tell a good story. There's lots of moments and things, you know, set up there, like I said, that those in-depth analysis videos kind of talk about and discuss and go into, that shed more light on the story and the characters and, like, you know, all those kinds of things. Let me see here. Oh, I thought this was pretty cool. There's a moment where one of the assholes who's, like, you know, basically harassing the family, I guess he gives the kid a bullet pretty much and kind of uses that as a threat in a way. But I love how the driver pretty much uses that later on one of those assholes. I thought that was great with the whole hammer scene in the in that one room or whatever, the fucking makeup room or whatever the fuck. When he goes and, yeah, he fucks that dude up. It's pretty awesome when he ends up turning that threat back on his ass. It's great. Let me see here. Is there anything... I'm trying to have these last two where I don't get them out of order or something. But I guess I'm pretty much at the end because there's not too much to really explain. I mean, I liked the elevator scene, was pretty... I don't know, very emotional, because that was one thing that was mentioned in an analysis video. So yeah, this isn't really me. This is something that I picked up in an analysis video. I highly recommend those if you like this movie. Search those up on here on YouTube. They're definitely worth your time. They go into a lot of really awesome details. But it goes to one of those analysis videos. Kind of went to explain how in that elevator, kind of how the driver, the way that she saw him, the girl that he meets, how it's kind of transformed after she sees him have such an act of violence in the elevator and stuff. But I don't know, it's a really like, it's got like emotion there as well as being really fucking intense as hell when he beats the shit out of that dude and caves that dude's head in. It's really fucking crazy. But that's what I'm saying, like, even though there's not very many action scenes in this, whenever those moments happen, they're high intensity moments. So they're damn well worth it. But one of the other things I put here was, that the one asshole who was funding everything that ends up causing a lot of the problems, well, he ended up getting his fucking money all right. I mean, at the cost of his own life, but hey, he got his fucking money after pulling all that bullshit. I thought that was kind of funny in a way. And yeah, the last thing I thought I'd put here is, to me, I think one of the things about this film is, to me, this is another kind of like tragedy film. And in a way, I think that's what I like about it. And I had even seen for trivia that that's why they ended up not making a sequel, is they feel like the way that the end was just fine, which in a way I agree. I mean, I would absolutely love to see a Driven film, but in the same way I do get what they mean, because it is, sometimes I like a film that has a tragedy kind of feel to it and everything. And this one's like that because, like I said, I put here, it was kind of sad seeing how things could have been. When you see how it ends, where he's pretty much fucking gravely injured, but gets away and stuff. And, really, unless you would check out Driven or know anything about that, you'd kind of, guess that it's over and everything, but it's not necessarily over. I haven't really gotten into what Driven's about, because maybe one day I may end up picking them both up and trying to read them, the book for this as well as Driven. But yeah, I thought it was just sad kind of thinking how things could have been, when you kind of reflect on, the course of the film and how it kind of, that whole scenario ended up dividing and causing so many problems, when really it could have been a much better situation. But good movie regardless. Highly recommend it. And actually, I just realized the biggest fault that I've had in this entire video. I never gave it a rating, even before spoilers or anything. So the rating I thought I would give it, which I neglected and forgot to fucking mention, I'm fucking kicking myself in the ass for that one right now, was something like an 8 heading to 8.5. Whereas other people thought that a lack of dialogue and it not maybe having enough action and being too slow paced was a problem. To me, I didn't see really any of those problems. To me, the story, and like I said, even those analysis videos and those moments where the story is told in the silence were done well. And the times that there is action, they're engaging and intense enough to keep you watching and waiting for the next moment to come. And yeah, the visuals, the music, to me, all of that stuff comes together, and the story that it tells is really good too, to where, to me, I don't really see the flaws that other people see. But it's fine. It's okay. This isn't going to be everybody's kind of movie. But personally, it was my kind of movie. It was a really awesome one. But I hope that you guys all have an amazingly awesome fucking badass day. That maybe you check out this awesome film. That you check out Hotline Miami and support those developers. Because great fucking game right there. And someday I hope to play Hotline Miami too. And yeah, maybe go on an awesome badass drive. Because sometimes driving and listening to music is one of the funnest things. But I hope you have an awesomely amazing fucking day. And this is Agony333 signing out. Fucking peace. Have a great one.